Hello and welcome everyone to the second episode of Inside. So in this episode we are talking about my Unforgettable remix for Robin Schulz. And I want to say thanks for all the thousands of streams on the remix and continuous love and support. Okay, we're doing a small walkthrough and yeah, let's go. Okay, the reason I started this remix was because the vibe is awesome on the track, but yeah, it's really slow and really muddy and moody, more to say. So I decided to make a lot harder drop, as I did on my Dreamer remix as well. Okay, so let's see what we have. We have the original track right here. I pitched it up to 124 BPMs. So I did it with the Logic built-in time and pitch machine, which works great for me. Okay, let's start. Almost escaping my memory. So these are giving a lot more groove to the track, as you can see. Stumbling into an empty street. Almost escaping my memory. Okay, let's move on to the climax. So here I also introduce my lead sounds, but just really low, so you can barely hear it. And as well as my guitar I played, it's just an arpeggiated arp of the chords playing, and I laid above the flex pitch to set all the notes. Okay, this is not even close, but to set all the notes like on the beat grid here, as you can see. Here we have the MIDI file. I love to give it a rocky kind of feeling because it works really well on dance tracks. Every step I take, everywhere I go, I see your face, unforgettable. Every heart you break. Okay, you might notice the loop, what's going on. I got this tip from Nicky Romero, so this is just my drums, which are playing in the drop, heavily filtered and made with delay. So I introduced my own beat to the original track. Every step I take, everywhere I go. And some kind of uplifter as well. I see your face, unforgettable. Okay, some breakbeats from Kashmir. I bought the Kashmir packs, and I almost only use the Kashmir samples because it's everything I need in my tracks. So I recommend to buy it on Splice. It's just a few bucks, so it's worth it. So. Okay, what do we have here? We have my lead section. It's mostly Nexus because I only use Nexus, as I said in the previous insight. Yeah, Nexus, everything is Nexus, I think. Yeah. And some plucky sounds. It's a xylophone actually. Oh, this is Contact, just some strings with some processing on it here, as you can see. Okay, let's move on to the chords which are playing. I started with the chords on the drop and built the lead melody around it. So these are just the chords which are playing in the original track as well, with a different rhythm. So it's a piano and kind of saw synth. And that's all I need because I added a lot of bass, so these are filling out this frequency spectrum very well. Yeah, I got a heavy process on this one as well. Okay, we can go through the bass part here. Let me see. We started with this this simple preset from Nexus. Actually, you can see it's from the Swedish House Pack, simple bass sound. Okay, what I did here is a simple low cut to cut out all the sub frequencies so it doesn't distort with my sub bass. The amp from Logic itself, you can copy the setup. This one is giving the crunchy feel like it's a real guitar. And it also takes out the attack of the original sample, which would have distorted with the rest of the track. So some distortion, some spreading. I wanted the bass to be like spread as I don't know how to say it in English, as a field below my chords. So I spread it as well and left the sub bass mono and some filtering. Very light process here. A compressor, which one only does the sidechain. In my opinion, when you have compressed sidechain, like a real sidechain, it's different to the one you can achieve with a LFO tool or a Kickstart plugin. So I took the best out of two options and made a setting of both. So this one's I don't know, it just pumps a lot better when you have the compressor on it as well. So let's move on. We have some simple EQing here just to cut out some peaks and the low frequencies. This is where the main sound appears. So I took out some unnecessary frequencies, some high cuts, and yeah, this one. As you can hear, there are a lot of frequencies which would clash with my chords. So another EQ, and the gain. I have the gain on all my channels. So I produce on a very loud level, and in the end I put the gain on every channel with a 12 dB reduction, so I have my headroom left. So that's a tip you can have. If everything's too loud, just select every channel on your mixer and put on a gain, and everything will set up with a gain. But you have to do the 12 dB reduction. So the setting on the gain, you have to do it first. So the sub bass, nothing special, same here with the compressor and the kickstart, so it gives the nicer pump. So the adds on the drop, which are in first my signature ARP, which I lay on every track on the top, so it gives a lot more speed and rhythm to the drop and some more attention than the previous guitar I showed you. You may wonder, what's this? This is a crackle reducer from Waves. It's normally you do it on the vocals, but you can do it on the guitar as well. So I can show you the difference. So everything you hear is being taken out with the plugin. So yeah, let's move on. Yeah, my drums. It's just a simple loop, nothing special. Yeah, this one is cool. I use this on every track I do. The CO2 gun, it really gives the festival kind of feeling when you get shot in the face with the CO2. Yeah, some downlifters and the crowd effect as well to give it even more feel that you're on the festival. This one is slightly too loud. I wouldn't have let it stand out that much, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I already released the track. Yeah, some introducing claps. Another uplifter right here. Also heavily filtered. A laser, also from the Cashmere pack. Here I added the white noise to give more rhythm. A standard sub bass drop. Yeah, it's random. Okay, what did I do here? Yeah, here's something I did with the chords. So to give it more attention, I changed the chords. So this one is the original progression from the track. I can show you this one. Oops. And I made these chords out of it. So that's why it's progressive house, to add and add and add much more things in the process of the track. So everything doesn't sound as it did. Everything doesn't sound in the end as it did on the beginning. So it builds on each other, and that's what you can do musically wise with adding another chord layer which goes up instead of down, up, down, up. Okay, so let me play this part for you. Give up the ghost. It was just one night. It was just one night. I left the drums here. Here we are. I left the kick away in the first step, so we give more attention to the drop, and we are having a lot more impact when the kick really hits. So. That's what a lot of future house artists do with their tracks, so it works for me here as well. For the radio edit, which is playing right here, I added kind of highlights in the end. So here are playing my strings and chords for the end, so it gives the radio kind of vibe to it. Okay, thanks. It's just a more smoother and than just a simple, I don't know, impact which is going boom, and that's it. So that's my Robin Schulz remix. So if you didn't hear it, I put the link in the comments. So yeah, give me a like and tell your friends if you learned something. If you want to know anything about the track, just send me a message. I'll answer every single one of you. And stay safe. Bye. Every step I take